This was the biggest venomous snake I'd ever seen.
This is totally awesome. To look into the eyes of a snake like this is just fantastic. He's just watching me. Obviously, if I mess around with him, I'm looking for trouble. He wants to move away. I would gauge that this is the most potentially dangerous snake in the whole world. Not that its venom is more toxic than, say, for instance, a mamba or other cobras. But when they see the size of this head, if that snake actually bit something, it would be able to inject a vast quantity of poison. It would be unbelievable. He's in so many ways the king of all snakes, absolutely. I've dreamt my whole life about coming to actually face one of these. I never dreamt that he would actually stand for me. Absolutely fantastic. I'm going to try and stretch him out a bit to have a look, and I want to get some pictures if I can in a minute. I'm so excited I actually don't know what I should do first. I can't believe that I can actually work with a snake like this. You read about things like this. I want to raise him up just to open him a bit to get an idea of his size. Look at this boy. Oh, he's careful. I just want to open him up. I want to see how big he actually is, how long he is. That's a good boy. Look at that hood. Is this marvelous or what? Look at the snake. Look at the size of this. I can't get half of his body off the ground. Look at that. Look at that. That is a big snake. That is the biggest venomous snake in the world. Nothing compares to this. Up he goes. One more time. Oh man, he's heavy. Look at that. Okay, I can't even do that. Look at that. He's stretched out. This is about 14 foot long, maybe 15. They could maybe get another meter longer, but not much. I'm very, very lucky. I'm incredibly lucky to find one this big. Look at this snake. I expected him to charge me and go for me. They've got a terrible reputation of being aggressive. But this guy just wants to get away. He's an old man. He says, I don't need this nonsense. He says, this guy must just leave me, let me go. Because if he doesn't, I'm going to kill him. That's for sure. That's it. Okay. Okay. There we go. He's just going to keep on. You can just see the intelligence in his eyes. He's calculating. It's a thinking snake. He wants to get away. He doesn't want to fight with me. But if he gets a chance, if I come too close, he's going to let me have it. The snake is so precious. He's so special.
I knew this was my chance. If I was ever going to touch a king cobra on the head, I had to do it now.
Unbelievable. I've wanted to do that all my life. I can't believe that you can actually place your hand on top of a king cobra.
Now I had to complete my assignment, to get photographs of the world's biggest venomous snake in the wild. And what a snake. To get up to nearly 15 foot long, he must be nearly 20 years old. I feel extremely privileged.
You're an adult snake, eh? You're the king of all snakes. Without any question of doubt. The king of all snakes.
I'd found a snake more than 14 feet in length. A snake that stood 4 feet off the ground. A calculating, intelligent snake with real character. An incredibly impressive individual. Time to head home.
Well, what can I say? I finally did it. I actually did it. After all this time, I pursued it, I got it. And I got one, I don't know how big that king cobra exactly was, but over 14 foot. That snake's 20 years old. 20 years old, living in that forest. You know what was the most amazing thing? After all the fears I had, the uncertainty, to see how docile this snake actually was. It turned to face me immediately and it defended itself, but it didn't freak out. Like the little cobras are bouncing around, striking at you viciously. This guy just watched me, tilted his head. Did you see how he tilts his head? I've never seen that in any other snake. He tilts his head and watches you with one eye and keeps an eye in another position as I move around, whatever the situation. Fantastic. Unbelievable snake. I cannot believe it. I feel totally honored, proud, everything to have touched that snake. I actually put my hand on the back of his head. It's just, for me, it's mind-blowing. I know to other people it's crazy. You know, there are all kinds of things people want to do in their lives, but one of my great ambitions was to actually be in contact with a king cobra that size and actually put my hand on it. That, to me, that is mind-blowing.